On the show this morning, U.S. District Judge blocks a portion of Mississippi's ban on DEI. Find out how this can affect you later in the show. An update on the crosswalk safety for USM students after multiple accidents last semester. Also, for the 8th time in a row, USM has been named the Phi Theta Kappa Transfer Honor Roll. And to wrap up the show, we will hear from our SMTV sports anchor, Alvia Walker, on the Golden Eagles' loss to Mississippi State. All of this and more on today's episode of SMTV.
From the Chuck Scarborough Television Studio on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, this is SMTV News. News you can use.
Good morning, I'm Kennedy Drake.
And I'm Gabby Cox. Here's today's top news. Southern Miss is one of 251 colleges and universities to be named Phi Theta Kappa's Transfer Honor Roll for the 8th time in a row. The recognitions are determined by multiple metrics, such as cost of financial aid, campus life for transfers, admission practices, and bachelor's degree completion. The four-year institutions submit data through their profile on PTK Connect, which is an online tool Phi Theta Kappa members use to find their best fit for colleges and careers. The colleges who create their PTK Connect profile are given a transfer friendliness rating, which then the top 25% of highest rated colleges are chosen for the honor roll. Junior Derby Felton transferred from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. She says that she knew she wanted to transfer to USM because the university is supportive with financial aid and her Phi Theta Kappa scholarship helps cover most of her tuition. Felton also shares that USM caters to her severe ADD and ADHD.
My learning disability, I was able to talk to my advisor and they were so about what I needed and everything, and all of my teachers are so welcoming and just it's like more of a family than it is like having a classroom full of like students and teachers.
Felton highly recommends future transfers to come to USM.
There has been a change to the student visa policies in the U.S. Some students are experiencing a cancellation of their visa for a range of reasons. SMTV's Sophia Vetrano has more.
My country will not provide the opportunities. That's why I came to a land of opportunities, which is known as America. And if that land of opportunities somewhere tells me that, hey, you do not deserve it, without any reasoning, that is what the problem is.
The policies can change overnight, so students are left wondering where they stand and if their visa is still intact.
So these types of policy changes are fairly common. And like you said, we just try to make sure the students are aware of them and can plan ahead enough so that if they do need to go home, they have enough time to complete the entire visa interview process so that there is no interruption to their studies.
The school is keeping tabs on all new policies and making sure all of our students are okay, but there's still fear.
The university has been pretty helpful in a way where they had made sure that the students are not stressed out, kind of comforting and everything, making sure the student know the policies, what new changes are happening. So really kudos to that part, but it's just the what if element that always messes up with you.
These international students are here for an important reason and make this university better.
We come for education, and there's nothing that we feel like we are offending someone or impacting someone. It's basically, hey, I want the education that I want.
They have different skills and abilities and can bring kind of a world perspective to our classroom here. And also I think they gain a lot from Southern Miss. So I think it's a really true give and take relationship.
Though our USM international students should be okay from these new student visa regulations, it still leaves a wave of fear and confusion amongst the students. Sophia Vetrano, SMTV News.
Multiple accidents happened on USM crosswalks this year, with 2 that occurred just last week. SMTV reporter Kennedy Drake spoke with the university officials and students to see what steps need to happen to prevent future accidents.
During the second week of classes, 2 USM students were hit by a car at the crosswalk near the dormitories on West 4th Street.
And the police are here, but they're not always here. So I mean, I feel like USM's doing a lot that they can do, and it's really just the city now.
This isn't the first time students were hit. Last spring, 2 different students were hit at the same crosswalk.
The last 2 has been inattention on the driver's part. So that's why I encourage the student, if you're crossing a crosswalk, to continue looking as you're walking.
I think educating is critical for us right now, for students, talking with students about the crosswalk in every space. You know, I know in UNV 100 we're talking about it with new students.
Chief Rusty Key says he has to cooperate with the city of Hattiesburg to make changes to the crosswalk. He says to add new additions, it's going to be a timely process.
We've got to work with the state, we've got to work with the city to get things done. It's not just as easy as just putting a speed bump down or putting a stop sign up. There's processes and procedures we got to go through to do that.
University police officers watch the crosswalk and give tickets for speeding or crossing without yielding. One student started a petition calling for speed bumps and lights. So far, the petition has more than 200 signatures.
My roommate has almost been hit. A lot of my friends have almost been hit on that street. And with there having been 2 students already, I can't imagine how many more people will be hit if something doesn't happen.
For now, Chief Keys and Dean Cantrell are urging students to use all precautions while new safety measures are underway. Kennedy Drake, SMTV.
We will keep you updated on any changes regarding the crosswalk policies.
Today's forecast from our newest weather anchor, Sophia Vetrano.
Hey Golden Eagles, that summer heat is not letting up just yet. Today we reached a high of 89 degrees after a low of 68. Your typical summer day with plenty of sunshine and just a light breeze to keep things comfortable. There's only a 10% chance of rain, so you're in the clear. Coming up after the break, we will talk more about rain chances in our 6-day forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
The Sleep Shop at Furniture Direct offers the largest selection of Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster, which means you can buy it today and sleep on it tonight. Come experience the cooling comfort of Tempur-Pedic, the ultimate support of Stearns & Foster, and of course, the most trusted name in sleep, Sealy Posturepedic. Why settle for less when you can sleep on a Sealy for $4.99, plus get the sheets and pillows for free? The Sleep Shop at Furniture Direct.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our 6-day forecast. On Friday, temperatures will climb just a bit more, peaking at a high of 92. So be sure to stay hydrated if you're spending time outdoors or even just walking to class. The low will be 70. Saturday, aka game day, there's a high of 89 and a low of 72, so still a warm one. Make sure to stay in the shade while cheering on your Golden Eagles. Sunday brings a bit of relief with temps dropping to a high of 85 and a low of 68. A great day to get outside and enjoy the cooler air. On Monday, we start off on a slightly cooler note with a high of 84 and a low of just 64 degrees. That's going to feel great. Tuesday, there's a high of 85 and a low of 68. And Wednesday, we cool off slightly with a high of 83 and a low of 71. Let's get into our rain chances. Tomorrow should be clear skies with a 0% chance of rain. Our weekend chances go up slightly, with Saturday having a 20% chance and Sunday having 15%. Monday stays the same as the day before with only a 50% chance of rain, but Tuesday and Wednesday bumps up to 40%, so maybe have an umbrella handy just in case. Overall, the week should be as usual, sunny and sweaty with only a slight chances of downpour. That's all from me on the weather. Back to you, Kennedy.
Thank you for keeping us up to date on weather, Sophia. Sticking with the trend of improving fans' game day experience. Southern Miss revealed multiple stadium upgrades for the 2025 football season. Concession stands have now been renovated and are cashless moving forward. For our stadium DJ Cujo, they have added a special DJ booth right in the heart of the student section. They have also added recovery zones and renovated the restrooms, all in the name of increasing the fan experience.
Minors in Hattiesburg are now under 11 p.m. curfew. The move has raised questions about safety, but also about young people truly needing to thrive in Hattiesburg. Reporter Kiera Fox starts this conversation.
On July 9th of 2025, the city of Hattiesburg enforced an 11 p.m. curfew for minors after patterns of misbehavior within the city. The decision made people wonder what could be the underlying problem and how can it be solved. Former Councilwoman Deborah Delgado shares her thoughts.
When it comes to our most at-risk children, there's a lot to be desired in that area. We don't provide programming for them. There's nowhere for them to go. There is nothing out there calling them to come into a space that's going to be safe for them.
16-year-old Caden Punts talks about exactly how safe he feels in his neighborhood and school.
In my neighborhood, I feel pretty safe, but in my school, it's kind of different because of everything that's going on around us. So I feel like youth violence is very common in my community due to the fact that everyone trying to fit in nowadays, but we try to stay away from it in my own group of friends.
After the unexpected loss of 3 of his friends due to gun violence, Punts and his social group prioritized staying away from trouble using extracurricular activities.
2 of my friends will attend PRCC for college, so we basically don't be at school that much anymore. And the rest, they participate in sports, so they don't really have a choice but to stay away from it.
Yet, once those activities run out, what else can our community provide?
There needs to be a center or a locations in different communities that children can go to or access that provides support for them, that provides entertainment for them, that provides enrichment for them.
Delgado believes that the best support comes from the community through compassion and conversation.
They can get to know them. They can acknowledge their humanness. They need to not always start with the criticism.
Change starts with listening and believing that young people deserve more. Kiera Fox, SMTV.
President Donald Trump's DEI ban is blocked here in Mississippi. Reporter Gabby Cox has more on what this means for USM.
U.S. District Judge Henry Wingate has blocked portions of the Mississippi's ban on DEI practices in public schools from being enforced. What does this mean for USM students?
I am a first-generation college student, and it's a little bit more difficult for me to be able to get opportunities because I don't have those connections, and the resources to be able to come to college would make me not be here, and it scares me that other people that maybe don't have the connections, don't have the resources, might not be able to come pursue a higher education.
The ban on DEI is currently blocked, but only for the foreseeable future. Although this won't have an immediate change on students, this will, however, affect them in the future regarding classes, scholarships, and more. Robin Stopp explains how this makes them feel.
When they had the initial law or bill passed, it was really scary for everyone because we didn't know what that was 100% going to look like. But when I saw recently that they put the preliminary block, I felt a little bit of joy and kind of relief.
Robin says that according to her research, having DEI policies in place can help with higher graduation rates.
There was a study done at the University of Houston in Texas that talked about how these diversity policies allowed for a higher graduation rate because the students felt like they had an advocate.
Although many students have been affected by DEI in several ways, the future of its policies still remain uncertain. Gabby Cox, SMTV.
After the break, we will hear about some graphic design students who recently honored. Then we will get a recap from our SMTV sports anchor, Albia Walker, on the Golden Eagles' loss to Mississippi State.
To make sure our futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
The Sleep Shop at Furniture Direct offers the largest selection of Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster, which means you can buy it today and sleep on it tonight. Come experience the cooling comfort of Tempur-Pedic, the ultimate support of Stearns & Foster, and of course, the most trusted name in sleep, Sealy Posturepedic. Why settle for less when you can sleep on a Sealy for $4.99? Plus, get the sheets and pillows for free. The Sleep Shop at Furniture Direct in Hattiesburg, Columbia, and Laurel.
4 students from Southern Miss majoring in the graphic design program have been nationally recognized for their creativity this year. The students who are recognized are Lindsay Mills, Laura Patino, Dakota Owens, and Xavier Daly.
Lindsay Mills, who is the current senior at Southern Miss, won Best of Illustration at this spring's National Students Show and Conference. Mills originally created her project for a graphic design communication course and was inspired by the nature sites in Hattiesburg, which helped her develop her illustrative poster series to visit Hattiesburg.
Our poster series featured an advertisement for people to visit Hattiesburg, so I showcased some of the more nature aspects of Hattiesburg that we could visit, such as the Okatoma River.
Cotton further explains how the school benefiting from the students participating and winning such competitions in return benefits the students.
We encourage a lot of designers to enter the competitions. 1, because it builds their confidence. 2, it gets their name out there. 3, it helps to actually raise the school's notoriety. And of course, when the school's notoriety goes up, that actually helps later graduates get jobs, and it kind of raises our prestige.
He explains that when the school is perceived better, it raises the students' odds of finding jobs after they graduate.
Now it's time for sports. Alvia, what's going on with the Golden Eagles?
It's game time, Golden Eagles. I'm Alvia Walker, your SMTV sports anchor. Let's get right into it. Last Saturday, our Golden Eagles opened the season off by facing the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State struck first with a touchdown in the opening quarter, setting the tone early. Southern Miss quickly responded but struggled to keep the momentum after an interception that swung back into Mississippi State's favor. In the second half, Mississippi State took over the game by adding another score to pull away. The score was 34-17. The Golden Eagles will be back in action against the Jackson State Tigers at the Rock starting at 4 p.m. Our SMTV Player of the Week goes to Braylon Braxton. Braxton passed for 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, and completed 26 out of 39 attempts. Way to go, Braxton. I'm Alvia Walker, and as always, Southern Miss to the top.
Thank you, Alvia. To wrap up the show, we're going to hear from the Roy Howard Community Journalism Center about new changes that the city of Wiggins are getting, a $50,000 facelift. We'll be right back.
To make sure our futures took off, we joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, we were able to get paid training in the aviation field. We learned skills that helped us get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/ms.
Shop at Furniture Direct offers the largest selection of Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster, which means you can buy it today and sleep on it tonight. Come experience the cooling comfort of Tempur-Pedic, the ultimate support of Stearns & Foster, and of course, the most trusted name in sleep, Sealy Posturepedic. Why settle for less when you can sleep on a Sealy for $4.99, plus get the sheets and pillows for free? The Sleep Shop at Furniture Direct in Hattiesburg, Columbia, and Laurel.
Downtown Wiggins is getting a new look. Local businesses say the changes are bringing new energy to the city. Jaden Coase with the Roy Howard Community Journalism Center shows us how.
For years, downtown Wiggins was marked by dilapidated buildings. Now, fresh paint, new signs, and a mural are drawing people to the 2th Street district.
The facade grant did all of the painting on the outside, the mural, and the window work.
Last year, Latricia Mims opened Post on Pine Irish Pub. In that time, she's utilized the Downtown Wiggins Facade Grant Program to update her storefront.
Being part of the change in Wiggins has been very exciting. The facade grant has helped a lot of us on this street renovate and kind of bring back some old buildings to life and draw a lot of new attention from outside the community and inside the community.
The program is through the Stone County Economic Partnership and supported by the Mississippi Power Foundation. It offers a 50-50 match. Business owners cover half the cost to make upgrades to the outside of their buildings and can get reimbursed up to $5,000 per project. It's prompted upgrades area residents like Heather Patterson say are hard to miss.
This road has it's grown tremendously over the last couple of years.
Although there is still work to be done, she says excitement is building about the area's potential.
A little boutique hotel with a little cafe in the bottom would be so cute, and we could definitely use a fast restaurant, like sandwiches, salads. That would be nice to have.
Mayor Darryl Berry says it's part of the plan to make downtown a destination.
Right now, our downtown district is only 2 streets, and my vision is to expand that to a couple of other streets at least, make it bigger.
He encourages downtown businesses to apply for the program and says the 50-50 match is a better deal than grant programs usually offer. Reporting for the Roy Howard Community Journalism Center, I'm Jaden Coase.
This year, the program is offering its largest amount of grant funding since its inception, $25,000. Information on how to apply is in the story over on their website at rhcjcnews.com.
You know, Gabby, I'm so excited for the football game this Saturday. We're playing JSU, and I can't remember a time where we ever played JSU. Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm really excited for that sonic boom, to really hear the band and just involve ourselves in the culture out there. I might be out there tailgating with my friends maybe, and hopefully we can win and pull out a good game today.
Yes, I'm excited to see the J-Sets, and I'm excited for the Color Guard and the J-Sets to perform together, the Sonic Boom with the Pride of Mississippi. It's going to be amazing, so you guys stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching SMTV News. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Southern Miss Student Media. You can also find us on Instagram at sm2.usm. If you would like to submit a news tip, email us at sm2news@usm.edu.
Remember to pick up the latest copy of the student prints across campus and at locations across Hattiesburg.
Don't forget, you can get SMTV News on demand, additional SMTV programs, and WSM Radio anytime on our website, sm2media.com. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you on our next newscast. I'm Kennedy Drake.
And I'm Gabby Cox. And always remember, Southern Miss
to the top.